In this video, I will show you how you can get all the parts for CORRIS Rivet in my winter car and how to build the whole car. The CORRIS Rivet in my winter car is a full project car made for players who really want a deep rebuild challenge, and I will tell you right away that this is not a quick job. You buy the CORRIS Rivet from the collar seller for 500 MK. Then you use the Kekmit to transport it back to your house because the car is not drivable at all at this stage. What you get is basically a bare shell with around 10 to 12 random loose parts, and from that moment the real grind begins. The CORRIS Rivet is loosely based on the Ford Taunus TC and comes with a 2.0L inline four-cylinder SOHC engine, rear-wheel drive, heavy body, low revving nature, and solid torque, making it feel very different from lighter cars. Depending on your build, you can run a 4-speed manual, a 5-speed manual, or even a 3-speed automatic transmission. Power output sits around 98 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, and the car uses a four-link rear suspension setup. The gauges also vary by trim, so you might get fuel and temperature gauges, a clock, or even a tachometer that goes up to 7,000 RPM with the speedometer reading up to 220 km/h. To even unlock the project car, you first need the owner's phone number, which you can find inside the new gas station, although if you already know it, you can skip that step. You then call the owner using your keyboard numpad and dial 086095553, and this part is super important because you must not hang up early. You need to wait until the owner finishes talking and the call ends by itself. Otherwise, the map marker will not appear and the seller will not spawn, forcing you to repeat the entire process again. Once the call is done correctly, a map marker appears. You drive there during daylight hours because the seller will not sell the car at night. You wait until he finishes talking, and only then you can buy the CORRIS Rivet for 500 MK. After that, you transport it home with the Kekmit, and now the car is officially unlocked and ready to be built. You cannot drive it yet because many parts are missing, but once it is at your place, you can start the full assembly. Missing parts can be purchased from Fleetari's shop, ordered through the Classifieds magazine from PSK, or sometimes bought directly from NPCs. The Classifieds magazine is especially important because many used parts are only available there, and you must call sellers using the numpad, wait until they finish speaking, and then pick up the parts from PSK 2 days later after receiving a post notice. Collecting all required parts is honestly one of the hardest parts of the Rivet build, and Cancelace and Marketing plus PSK Classifieds will be your main sources. Some parts like the engine block, cylinder head, and steering column are unique and cannot be bought as spares, so you really need to plan your build by checking the VIN first and deciding your target spec. The actual building process is modular but complex, and I strongly recommend using the parents' house or a heated area because cold starts and freezing conditions make everything harder. You should follow a proper sequence to avoid issues. First, you focus on chassis and suspension by installing the front suspension, rear axle, coil springs, steering column, steering rack, rods, and all brake components. Then you build the engine on the bench starting with the engine block, crankshaft, connecting rods, pistons, oil pump, cylinder head, timing belt, camshaft, cam followers, alternator, starter motor, water pump, carburetor, and finally the exhaust manifold. After that, you lower the engine into the car, bolt it to the mounts, choose your transmission, install the clutch, attach the drive shaft, and connect the exhaust. Next comes the cooling and fuel system where you install the fuel tank, fuel lines, filter, radiator, fill coolant, check for leaks, and install the fan belt. Then you move on to the electrical system by installing the battery, wiring the alternator and starter, installing the fuse box, connecting headlights, taillights, indicators, switches, and making sure all circuits work. After that, you install wheels by choosing the wheel type, fitting brake rotors, mounting the wheels, and using proper tires, with winter tires being the best choice because the roads are slippery. Then you finish the body by installing doors, hood, trunk lid, fenders, seats, bumpers, dashboard, interior panels, and steering wheel. Once everything is assembled, you move to final testing where you check lights, tire pressure, bolts, fluids, battery connections, and the brake system. Before turning the key, make sure the battery is charged, choke is engaged if it is cold, clutch pedal is pressed, engine oil and coolant are filled, fuel is in the tank, spark plugs are installed, wipers are attached, and suitable tires are mounted. Turn the key and if the engine starts, revs properly, and the heater and blower clear the windows, that means you successfully built the CORRIS Rivet and survived one of the toughest project car builds in my winter car. Thanks for watching. I would be very happy if you would become one of the subscribers of this channel. Check out the suggested videos and also leave a like under this video. See you soon.